Hey guys, this video is going to be about this folding pistol brace adapter I made for the CZ Scorpion and for the Extar 556 pistol, which is back here. We're going to first go over the metal piece here on the 556 Extar. I'll show you how I made it, and then I'll show you how I mounted it to the Scorpion next. So the key piece in all of this is this metal piece right here, which will lock in the folded position, which should be like this, and also locks in the extended position like that. It starts life as this. You may recognize it. It usually looks kind of clunky when installed, so I thought, I got an idea. I'll cut these male threads off. I'll use a hacksaw to get it to this point, and then after this I stick in my mill and I mill this reasonably flat, and maybe you can sand this flat. You want it pretty square with the tube here, because if it's not, then when you get this mounted, it's going to be sitting kind of weird one way or the other. You want this to not have any jagged edges because you don't want to dig into the plastic here or on the Scorpion. So the way this mounts to the Extar, you fold it, and you also have to drill this out to a 1/4 inch. I forgot about that. You take your nut and you go in this way, and I like using a button hex head because it's really low profile. You can see it needs to sit in this little valley when it's folded, so you don't have a lot of space there. But there's a convenient 1/4-20 included in the Extar right here. So I just put some longer hardware in, you tighten that down, and there you go. So once that's tightened up and you've got it back together, you can fold this guy and it'll stay in the folded position. And then you can deploy them pretty quickly, and it stays in the extended position. The one downside to doing this on the Extar is that if you grip this, even if you tighten this down the hardware, if you grip this and you try to turn it, you can still get this kind of clocked weird. And so you just keep going clockwise and you'll eventually get back to where you started. But you don't want this upside down. On the Scorpion this doesn't happen, I'll show you later. That's pretty much it for the Extar. It works really well like this. It makes a nice compact package. It's lightweight. It shoots 5.56, takes AR mags. Let's move on to the Scorpion. So when you take the factory end piece off your Scorpion pistol, you're going to see this. It's got a little spring-loaded button here, and we'll be attaching this guy onto there. This button right here engages this relief right there. There's a captive nut. This is 3D printed, by the way. You can slide this guy on, push the button, and slide him on the rest of the way. And it's a pretty tight fit. It took a little bit of work to model this, but this is straight off the printer. I didn't have to sand it at all. It goes right in there. So once you're at this point, you can take your folding adapter right here, and with your 1/4-20 nut, you just tighten them down. And this little shelf on the bottom here will stop it from rotating. So there you go, it's folded, and I made a neat modification that'll let you just swing it open just by pulling on it, but it will not swing closed on its own. You have to lift up and it'll fold, and just with one finger it just goes up and extends. Now the modification I made is that I took the factory spring out right here. Maybe you can see it's black, and I put a lower tension spring in here, which is silver. If you want to do this, this is slightly bigger. You'll need a bigger spring than the magazine catch spring from an AR-15. If you use that, it'll be a really tight fit, but it may work. I found a slightly bigger spring, which is a low tension one. Okay, so hopefully you guys made it this far. If you want to do this, this 3D printed piece, I'll put the STL file in the description below. Download it, print it, get a friend to print it, and put it on your Scorpion. This piece is cheap. It's less than 15 bucks, I think. A lot of the folding adapters for the Scorpion are over 100 bucks. I think the cheapest one I saw that was complete with the folding feature was 150 bucks. This you can have together for a lot less. If you want to print this, look in the description below. I have the STL file. If you're not able to make this, or you're not able to print this, drop me a line. I'll have my email in the description below. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.